Does this cat is annoying?
Ask the Cast.
Hello everyone and welcome once again to Ask the Cast, the show where you guys bring us questions and we bring you the answers. And I know that some people have to live with the monkey on their back, but at least for them it's only figuratively. That's not very nice. Sorry. Anyway, Captain Nanner here is going to help us with the questions today, so let's get on with the show. Nate Pinky Videos asks, have you ever considered having tea with my sister Priscilla? Well, until you asked the question, no, I hadn't considered it, but let's make it a date. That would be a fun thing to do. Tell Priscilla to get the tea set ready. I'm ready for some tea and crumpets. Pumpkins at the Disco asks, when and how did you get into puppeteering? Well, when I was a little kid, I had a couple puppets. They were Muppet characters. I had a Miss Piggy, and I had a Big Bird. And I may have had one other, but I can't remember who it was. But I had those characters, and I would walk around puppeteering them and talking, doing their voices, or as close as I could when I was little, and just entertaining people with them, making myself laugh. And I've been doing puppeteering ever since then. I've been doing ventriloquism ever since I was in junior high. What materials do you use to make the puppets? Well, depending on the characters, I generally use 3 types of materials: faux fur, fleece, or felt. And why I chose those 3 materials is because they just seem to work with the characters, and it's nice when you have your characters made out of something, when they all look like they're made out of something pretty similar, so this way they tend to blend better that way. Right. Like Captain Nanner here. Take him for instance. What? He's got faux fur for the red fur, and he's got fleece on his face and his hands. Woo! Cool. So those are the materials I generally use when I make clothing for the characters. That can be anything. It can be nylon, it can be rayon, it can be lycra. It's whatever I happen to have that's in the right color, and then I make stuff like that. Finally, how long does it take to create them? Each character takes approximately 1 to 2 hours to make, depending on how complex they get. Yeah. Captain Nanner here took about an hour and a half to make him from start to finish. That included molding his face out of the foam, and then laying the fleece over it, and then making the body, and then attaching it all together and gluing it so that everything fit just right. And even then, he's still got a pretty skewed face, but hey, it'll work for the character. Oh, goody! Okay, Brooks World 99 asks, has an accident ever happened while filming? Has it? While filming? No, one time when my friend Josh came over, we were taking pictures of the characters, and we almost had an accident when I was posing with Twiggy because he had me move into a weird position, and I almost lost my balance and fell into one of the lights. Ooh, that would have been bad. Lights out. Yeah. Is it true that Hugh Jass is running for president? How did these rumors get started? Yeesh! Well, it's not Hugh. I'll tell you that right now. It's not Hugh that's running. Uh-oh. Oh, no. How did you and Roger meet? Well, his wife and I have been friends since we were in high school. And when they started dating, she introduced him to me. And at first we weren't friends. We knew each other. But we didn't start really being friends until about, probably about 4 years ago now. Really good friends, probably about 3 years ago. You've made Christmas and Halloween specials. Will any other religious holidays be soon to follow? I don't really consider Halloween a religious holiday, but I don't know. When we get ideas for different shows, we just go with the flow. If we get an Easter idea or a Valentine's Day idea, which isn't a religious holiday, but it's a holiday, or maybe even a Mother's Day or a Father's Day, something like that, we will make a video when we get the idea for it. Happily Juiceable asks, have you ever got your puppets to spit water? Not yet, but it's a good idea. iWatson14, have you ever thought of having a puppet run for president? See previous question for Brett, or previous answer for Brett's World 99. Yes, we've had thoughts of it. And apparently we're getting coerced into making our own party here. Auslander999 asks, where do you see your show in 5 years? Well, what do you think? Well, when we go to Darkside, we can do some expanding there. Oh yeah, that's true. Next year we're going to the Darkside Expo, and we are supposed to have some TV plugs as well as doing our own show and stuff up there, so we'll be able to expand our show up there. Hopefully, within the next 5 years, we'll actually have a full-blown show, whether it be here on YouTube, or somewhere else on the internet, or maybe even somewhere on television. And, we'll have a full-blown show. All we need is a bigger cast. Well, a bigger crew anyway. We got a great big cast. That's true, we do have a great big cast. Yes, and I'm the latest edition. Okie dokie. Anyway, how many YouTube celebs and regular folk like myself have you made puppets for? Well, I have made, the first one I ever made was iChihuahua. That's what I called him. He was a Chihuahua puppet. I made him for Sean Haynes of omovies.com. He also has an O-Movies here on YouTube, which is where I met him. I made a Film Esther for Esther Brim. I made Nultz and Wife of Nultz for Kevin and Joe Nolte. I made Gobo or Lil Jill for Jill Hanner. I made a Mutt for my friend Tim Nickerson. I've made Jimmy, Duke, and Scarecrow for James, who is on the channel I Am a Scarecrow. I made Brad for my friend who has his channel called Thoughts of Braddington here on the channel, or here on YouTube, excuse me. I've made Czar for my friend Shara, who lives up in Halifax, and I made a Keeper of the Asylum for my friend Peter, who also lives up in Halifax. So, I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have made 12 characters for different people. One person who has ordered 3. Cool. Yeah. Have you ever done stop-motion animation with any of your puppets? No, I haven't, actually. I haven't actually done any stop-motion animation. I thought about it, but I don't know if I have the patience for it, or if, I would blow myself up trying to do it. But it would be a fun thing to try. I love watching stop motion, I just have never done it myself. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining us for Ask the Cast, and we hope to see you again next week when we have more answers to your questions. If you have questions, don't forget to put them in the comments below. And don't forget in the toy chest to click on Twitter and Facebook and follow us there. And don't forget to go to our Spreadshirt account, which is also in the toy chest below. Buy yourself a t-shirt, a hat, or whatever you like there. And then send us a picture of you wearing it so we can put it in a future video. Alright guys, take care. We'll see you later. Bye! Bye!